After one of the worst crises in Italy's recent memory history, the country has finally reopened, allowing bar, restaurant and hairdressers to come back to work. The government has developed a series of safety guidelines to come back to some sort of normality. The government has also delegated the governors of the regions to make sure all business activities implement and respect the government guidelines. In the government new guidelines, many activities can now resume, but the government also advises that social distances measures are respected at all time. There are also several restrictions that remain in place, and they will only be eased later next month. Although Italy and Rome have both reopened, many businesses came back to work, many others have decided to stay closed. According to Italian Trade Association, around 30% of the businesses here in Rome decide not to reopen. 3 out of 10 businesses here in Rome remain closed. Hundreds of clothes shops have flyers exposed outside, asking for a stronger support from the government. Although the capital has finally reopened, many people are still afraid to go out. Streets in the capital look empty, and tourists will contribute massively to the economy of the businesses here in the center of the city are not around, as the Italian borders remain closed until June the 3rd. Marco is a coffee shop owner in the center Venice Square, and he told us about his difficulties on reopening. We still have not reopened, despite the government allowing us to. We rely massively on tourism, and now, as you can see, no one is around. All my staff is furloughed. I hope I can back running as soon as possible also for them. It will be very hard to implement the government social distancing measures, but we'll do our best. Franco, instead, is a restaurant owner who decided to reopen. He said that a lot of things have changed since the pandemic hit Italy. His 90 years old mother used to come to the restaurant every day, making sure that everything was in its place. However, he now prefers she doesn't come anymore, considering her old age. Franco also told us that in the early days of his 50-year-old restaurant, people living around the area were his main customer. But these have now changed, as tourists represent the majority. And as they are not around, he said that opening the restaurant now is only an expense, and there is no income. Since the ease of the lockdown, only 5 to 10 people per day have come to the restaurant. He also had to furlough the majority of his staff, and is now working a little bit everywhere. Ensuring that social distancing measures are met is also a major challenge, considering the limited space. Overall, he said that he remains hopeful that slowly Rome can finally come back to normality. COVID-19 has left an evident mark on Italy's heart. From the horrendous number of deaths to the espresso at the bar, the virus has radically changed Italian habits. The process of cohabiting with the virus and the spectrum of a possible second wave lives in the Italian streets. The message from the government is clear, and it is a message of trust for its citizens. It is now up to you, to every citizen, to respect the new measures in order to avoid a possible second catastrophe. If Italy is of the lockdown, offer any lessons for the UK, is that anger, insecurities and discontent among the public are far from being over.